Fáilte rascadí how to Gaeilge agus mar soldíh tá míadna a gobar le fáilte Ireland chun cabhrú libh éire a eiscint ar clí lá nua. Keep discovering one short break at a time. Mar bhfuil is go bheith tá an saoire hart ach ná bí cí búrtha. Mar there's still loads to explore and a short break in Ireland.
And autumn is a stunning time to get out and about. Take away discoverireland.ie for ideas for your next adventure. Agus má tá tú ag smaoinmh ar city break le Lena Nor. Kilkenny shines in the autumn, can I just say. Lena Frodna Starula agus an atmosphere breather. It's a place full of character that's perfect for a short break.
Sinead, no más mála the vet and with air. Well, there is still time, lads, to get out and enjoy the bright evenings and to soak up nature's beauty. You could visit the Slieve Bloom mountain bike trails. I love an old bike myself. Rohig Trina Coilta agus Puntanavus as Oilecht on Dúlar Sonor.
Or do you know what? If the West is calling you even now, Galway has the perfect blend of coast and culture. On the cloddy Allinge, Gadi Creelor culture and the Carach. It's a place that feels alive in every season.
The West is always calling me, I have to say.
The West awake.
But your next break is just a short click away. Visit discoverireland.ie and keep discovering Ireland.
Sinead, Cunigar of Actriocht and Erin. Colleen, did you know if you're aged between 25 and 65, well, you can get a free HPV cervical check. It's one of the best ways to protect yourself from cervical cancer.
And you know what? I actually checked only recently when mine was due, and no exaggeration, it took me less than 5 minutes.
Go on, Miss To-Do List.
That's me.
Well, can I show you, Darren, just how easy it is, right?
Okay.
You open your phone, you go online to hse.ie/cervical check, put in your PPS number, stick in the date of birth, and then they tell you when your next appointment is due.
Oh my God,
I know.
that's unreal.
And you can check you're on the register on the website, or you can phone 1-800 45 45 55.
Do you know, that is so straightforward, but we tend to put these things on the long finger.
We do. And it is worth saying, girls, even if you've had a normal screening test, you just shouldn't ever ignore the signs of cervical cancer, such as bleeding in between your periods or bleeding after sex. Call your GP right now if that's the case.
Yeah, the coirp. Listen to your body. You know it better than anyone. Empower yourself.
If your test is due today, you can book it today or hse.ie/cervical check.
Agus fáilteaí go how to Gael lumsa Shiva,
lumsa Louise,
agus lumsa Déanaimid,
agus cúpla cín táin sa tach modern. Come with Deireadh Rash on Picnic Electric, guys. And got a sasha colony.
Wrecked agus scornachtína go rather bheinias massage. You know that pain when you've pain everywhere?
Yeah.
Like my hair hurts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It looks it.
Oh my God, I know, and I'm glad that we're addressing this first up. If you are watching this in full video, please know this is my natural frizz. Yeah, fault Neil
we're going to herb it.
No.
It's not great either though, is it?
It's grand. You're hungover.
Do you know what? I couldn't even like brush it. No, Jane Rodhagan Leis. I was like, do you ever have those showers that you just nearly need to sit in and let the water roll over
and
you?
Shivers,
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
But look, Bew and Dare Shaghas, eh?
Absolutely, Vichy. Unreal. And really like Tasthal actually.
Yeah.
Wasn't it, Terry?
Yeah, lone anima just. Do you know what? It was actually Louise McSherry, the Coragum Lay Mealler show. Dúirt an aigen léir bud chréile that like running around in a field with your friends listening to music is the closest thing to pagan Ireland you're going to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's a fear. Like, that just for the aigen cho, just tíriúil mealler fé ganti a churt, coat more hatta, and just fucking dig in with a big bag of cans. Like, give it to me any day.
Is it because you sort of feel like, well, permission to go to the fion? Like, it's just the Rotanian.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's serious. Hains through treat Gatti. Ruddy Shaw. It's like inhibitions, agus, adulthood, agus na ruddy ar fad just immune sheet.
Yes, Kev and get. And John, it's all well and good. Dugly club na ihe, Dugly pubs, all the rest. Lads, give me an Alfeile Ceol any day of the week. It's just, I'm feeling
there's Rodhagan, like, because when we landed Arena and you're kind of set up and we were like Fanacht, the camper van, Colúas and Cade Canner Oscar, you're kind of like,
I know.
Do you know, thought you just giddy agus around, you're set.
But it's also couple of Ihanig Chéile. Do you know the way like Ihama, you know, whereas you do escape reality in their hantu and the right, the mission son are couple of law. Agus, you know,
locked into the madness.
Yeah, Sinead. So anyway,
and into some right book fointy, I got so obviously near me Fanacht Leis na Colony. Me and Ostan really bougie, we checked really just. But
excuse me.
For my feet on fucking gas own a colony modern Hahern. Then Vertigo sat up in a tractor.
Sorry, like, into the tractor cabs.
Open a tractor.
Agus
is tractor a via glana on Spa South Corn on Brevoordal.
Literally on Brewsker.
We're in a fucking tractor
now. Why do tractors drive around electrification?
Picking the litter up, innit?
What are you doing? Oh, you're picking the litter up. Are we picking up the litter?
Oh my god, are we picking up litter? Like, I don't care if I'll go to co fucking like self-congratulatory for shit.
Who knows?
Or Greta
Who
Thunberg,
knows?
like.
Greta could never. No, I'll tell you what, we were backstage in this little VIP bar, right? That was duine, and we were doing everything to our wits' end trying to get this poor security man from Banbridge Town or something. Wasn't it? In the county
from
town.
Banbridge Town in the county
To let us
town.
stay, and we were like, go on. Like, I don't know why we obviously should have just left when we were being kicked out.
Yeah.
We were like, go on, during this thing was song. We'll do one more song, you'll let us in. So I got there here how we had to go, and the main stage was fully Kneecap duine, right? And the only person that was allowed in was this man in a tractor that was there to clean up the rubbish. And we were like, well, sure, we're not getting out. We're getting up in that tractor with you. So we knocked on his cab door and we were like, hello, can we get up there? Like,
There's a full festival going on, like all these mad parties happening all over the woods, and the two of us, like two cab hags,
Who was there? Tarachor, Solomon,
Jesus
let's
Christ,
go.
like, I mean, anyway, the stage was, and the videos are really embarrassing. Like, this man, a lovely fella, like, wouldn't be like, Joe, I wouldn't be like, oh, I really fancy him. We were langers. Oh, he's fedry. Well, he's fedry. Looked like he was going on 45, right?
Oh, Jesus
and we
Christ.
were in beside him, and like we were fucking cheering the videos, and we were like, "Aren't you to be at this all the time?" And me beside him, and I'm single, you know. I died. I just, look, what is it about a man in a tractor, huh?
I was going to say a fine piece of machinery.
Oh my God almighty.
I know he did. And we actually, not only then he did one lap of the Busker Brewsker with us. And then we were like, right, where else can we go on the tractor? We're like, drive us up there, like two lady mucks, right, up on the top of the cab.
Chauffeured.
The bird's eye view. He brought us up to the main house. Do you know the house? The Strabley house.
Yeah.
Back and around. It's actually on the house.
Oh, it was ridiculous. Then we went
No
on a
need.
no need. It was stupid. We went on a few hurdy-gurdies then, and then into Mother.
Yeah.
And then,
But I don't know, Cain Fága Cursive mother Erin Mayor
I know,
no, fucking
like,
tractor, like
this
it
is
makes
the thing,
no
like,
sense.
yeah, it makes
But
no
who
sense.
knows?
Yeah,
Look,
okay.
I mean, anyway.
I
sure.
don't know Catavinius Massa on like Trust Aaron Taragor or the Fair Car Euro to go on the swings.
Was that
Fair
Fair
Car Euro?
Fair Car
12
Euro
euro
in
nag
dinner?
on the name. No, 12 euro.
It was the most anticlimactic thing. Now, it was really, like, if that had been the cold light of day, ag summer they got my sober, I would have probably been like, oh my God. But like,
Yeah.
it was knocking absolutely no. We were like, geez, we're up very high here. Like, couldn't give a shit. Chatting
Was it
away,
great?
drinking cans, and just happy. Yeah. Anyway, sure, look.
Bhil me agus there in le Rosie O'Donnell.
Cool away.
Yeah.
Gomer hello le.
Where's she gas?
Ah, yeah, but she go hauling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
near very more
has.
in the Rocky.
I know, I'd say she's absolutely played.
Yeah, I was like there and don't worry, I've got the in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey Rosie,
Oh.
met you on RDM. Don't think she had a fucking clue.
Yeah.
But she only asked for
Well,
it.
in fairness, we does leis na réalta móra an deir seachtain ar fád siva.
Yeah, the V.
Met
Oh
them
my
all.
God, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Amba go hauling, the Kneecap go hauling, Mars Canach. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
Loved my life.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, how about the gas moment Aaron Downach, lads, when we all landed to the Kneecap gig at Cav on Festus Chéine?
Yes.
that was so fun.
Ní
Wild.
sin plan alta quarter, just more own.
No.
We did not plan our outfits. And if we miss actually road they can egg seal and then land on Megan picnic, dusk go me on boot, the road they can tell all, and couldn't me on skirt then. I was like, oh sure, I'll throw on my Emma
Yeah.
Manley.
Yeah,
And,
so gas.
and then I
I
arrived in
know.
a vertical place.
I know.
To explain, these are like these little leather, gorgeous Irish made
Yes.
suits that we have from
Well,
Emma
a former
Manley.
Eid own
Our
our
gate
gate show.
show.
Bio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holland the Saoirse.
I just
Yeah.
thought it was such a gas moment.
Oh, it was insane. And Narav gig, Kneecap, just.
Oh my God, we should. It was a 10 gig of
Greta.
Acme there talking about. It
Biblical.
was fucking brilliant.
In
No,
fairness.
if you say the
No, it
credit,
was
yeah.
not.
If you say really, like, I could feel, you know, childhood trauma, a fásníos sa chathair a bheith really náirthe, you know, meallar an chhuiling a láir going go baile and just an stigma sin ar fad, like, bhrá mé chuid them héna chnasú. You know, if far and rather father see my and a char durni hey if he invert going kind meallar, you know, if he spare shani you fruit going because we miss a fásníos and macli if she shin a fásníos sa chhuiltocht ach an náir a céanna ag a murta going, you know, leis an gailing mar an príomhhanga ag a baile agus gachar chuig lei sin agus tú the fáiste agus to the dhéag or whatever, and like two of us were just like mind blown.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the
yeah.
it just yeah, on emotional. But
Yeah. Can I make straight out of hort though? Then I won't actually nerve make leir le amble dúirt Oisín ó amble lum and Céidir's dúirt lum ná. My girlfriend loves your podcast. So hi Clodagh. Hi Clodagh. I don't mean Clodagh Gaistecht.
No, she's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Agus, sorry, Callie, come with our show of Flake.
Oh, of course.
Agus the How to Gail Zéla give you younger Mila Magov if you came to the beautiful chaos that was How to Gail Bio Egg and Picnic.
Fair
Mila
fucks.
Magov.
Mas they go on to, mas they can go on to.
Yeah,
Fucking fair play good.
yeah.
Let me tell you, the wheels went off anyway.
Absolutely. Most of they could do my boobies. Yeah, you got that for free. That wasn't planned.
Well, so Flake on feist ar an
Yes.
bud creile cúpla seachtain ó hin, and so we had to put Louise to the test.
Girls, and to say that I fucking committed.
Were you impressed?
Really impressed.
It was the splits for me, Gadara now.
Well, an tain cúisce sin splits.
Yes.
I understand
We're talking co-amíochtin. So, Kate Dana Bavir
Ruth.
Ruth
ó Hibadorn.
Ruth you leoch.
No, sorry, no, O'Kionsala.
Oh, Kionsala, okay. Oh,
Yes.
go on, good Cork woman.
To be a rebel. She was a great girl, and herself and her cara. They sat in the front row, and she. How did it start? Did we ask?
I think I just.
On William and on
No, I definitely didn't even do that. I think she volunteered as tribute. Just like I think her luach me and feist, and she said I can do it. So we're like, go on there, Ruth.
Yeah, and up she got, lads, and I swear to God, she really went for it.
Yeah,
she did like 3 undulations, and then jumped up and kind of slid into the splits for her finisher. So anyway, I was like, well, that was good, and I know I'm good, but I was like, fuck it, if she did the splits, Caidreamh mission the splits yet of Chama. I haven't done them that flat now in a good few years.
Is she really fucking impressive?
God.
Fanny to the floor, girl.
Totally.
I can tell you, I can still feel it now in all parts of my legs, muscles.
Ground on the ground, like. Oh, but like I couldn't just decide I'm going to do the splits in it.
I know.
Well, girl, you're like
years in
5 months
training.
But folks, ribbishing.
No, not me shachner. Yeah,
No, it was good crack. But did I expect her plan to do it? No. Are there pictures of my boobs and bottom going around? Probably.
Oh well, sure. Look, I mean, at least you were tanned.
Yes.
So showed you in the best light,
That's
you know.
true, that's
Fair
true.
You know,
play.
swings and roundabouts.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then we ranked n-eispéireas to go in. We'll give a big shout out to Owen O'Cahan of Mar Argeon Corla,
yes.
which was just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, if you shake a hoondach, in fairness, he's a good sport.
We on wig and almost the Verona Murphy when I wore through shin.
Yeah.
And we broke the fucking gavel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keep about that.
listen.
Yeah.
For a good cause.
Hammering away.
Hammering
worth it.
away.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be
hammering
like us.
Yeah.
I will on Cota Fosgut.
Yeah, the Gachran of Core.
Great.
Yeah.
Like like a go to Shinta.
I think we'll have to buy on Count Corla Ash.
Oh my God, we should
Yeah,
have kept
yeah.
it. That'd be just like Dulga Mother. We should have had you gone decked out for the
listen, I mean, Anger Chonik Mother May Hishim Mom Vila Leshkale. Anyway, look.
And then Ella Viaga na Make on Tairani and Vishay Shin just deadly.
Legend.
Yeah. Agus tá méké an bhaintach leis an tugra Irish artists for Palestine, so leir she on a quid faoi sin and just really hatting on fléile, you know.
Yeah, and tá méké really buintach leis an tunscanmh seo tá rachtálacha a géirín the Daughters of Jerusalem ó trasna chun cúpla spantasíanamh in éiring again cúpla seachtain inis.
Yeah.
So tá míad géirí taú leis sin agus tá má tá aine eile i géirí taú leis beg links sa show notes agus má tá cúpla pingin agat a bhunda sprán, you know where to put it.
Aye. On about. So there you go.
We love Make.
Oh my God, she co-das, co-alling.
Yeah.
Agus
Fine. I know, absolutely. Well, and rud is far lumps an or cheer and or on like we fought a lewer fui like some of us can sing, some of us can't, and I said like Eloise, like she tries very hard, Make, you know, she just can't really sing, and Make just looked at all of us and she goes, I would not survive this.
I know, Make bhíon ceart go gal, bhíon ceart go. No, bhí Anias and everyone, like it was lovely that she could come up and like level us all down for a while as well.
Totally.
We were up to the highest of the dose. Jared was doing the 7s and the pesh.
How many cans had you had at that rate?
Well, I brought in so 4 and 4 8 and 8 is 16. So I brought in 16 cans. We had none left at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, it all makes sense.
And
this all makes sense.
Yeah.
No, we didn't bring in 16. We brought in 8, I'd say.
No, we didn't. Actually, sorry, you cracked into 1 or 2 of them before we.
Yeah, I'd say 8.
Yeah. So no, we didn't have 8. We had definitely at least 12. And I'd say maybe everybody had 2 each except for me.
Well, I'd say Esther or Orna, there was a good route carved out by them from the back of the tent up to the stage with all the amount of times they called for cans the girls did on the stage.
I know. Sure, look, thirsty work.
A well-worn route.
Darren was parched. And fairness, when Make came up, she was like, Darren's giving Rod Stewart with the actions.
Oh my God, yeah. She goes immediately, vibes, Rod Stewart.
I know, but guys, do you know what? Okay, any other day I'd be like, yes, Rod Stewart, a Celtic fan. He's a fucking Zionist.
Oh.
He came out and said, maybe Zionist is unfair, but he has come out and said some really far right shit.
Okay.
Which is not a vibe.
Boo.
I mean, he's fucking, look, a year ago it would have been like, Rod Stewart, rock and roll. He came out and said some bad things about Kneecap. Glasgow, yeah, it's kind of ruined Rod Stewart because like myself and Rod Stewart, of course, partial to a pint on a Celtic match, you know. But that famously. But anyway.
Well,
so I know.
But if you missed really mossa, I was like, okay, so she's giving Rod Stewart, what are we giving? She's like, I haven't decided yet. I was like, come on. I was like, come on, May-Kay, give me a vibe here.
What rock star am I giving?
Yeah, kind of. No, May-Kay,
no.
we forgive you. We love you. If you air out, Skirmy Rog, that's about it. And Mars Ganach, we are on full video. Come see Louise's frizzy hair, Mas Mílas.
Ali said that literally I just did the biggest yawn as well. Come let's kill. If this isn't like the Monday after EP vibes,
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
And my car broke down and wouldn't work today, so it's kind of a very Monday doing our fod and shop.
And guys, I haven't showered I have showered, I haven't washed my hair, so that's why I
not?
haven't had it. No, I just couldn't face into the rain or had my rash. I was like, I need to go to bed. And then our Madden,
At least you slept in a bed last night. I've done 3 nights in that wagon, which is
It's very comfortable.
It is comfortable.
Sorry, I was actually so massive. Did you pick that up there? You said Cunas Mar Vishay Culla sa camper, and Louise like, yeah, it was great once Declan arrived down.
What?
Yeah, well, that was nice. I don't like
her
share.
poor bedfellow from the first night. Misha.
Didn't give me no snuggles or anything.
You would never allow it.
No,
never allow
I
it.
might have, but no, maybe not. I probably wouldn't have.
Anyway.
After Tractorgate, I'd sure give me actually fault you know.
No, we did all our cuddling Lynn Chapel Road actually. Vijani asked. We were having such a little moment.
Yeah, it was great.
It was lovely. We were like arm in arm. You'd have hated now. Chaperone you'd have loved. We'd have had you in this little snuggle huddle. You'd be in between us.
Enjoyed it at all.
You'd been like, I'm claustrophobic.
Now, Shinrud now, Accord now, Derek and Egan Shobio, right? These two were well on their way. Remember, they're 16 cans deep, and all they wanted to do was hold my hand and tell me how much they loved me. And I was like, no like, just ní raibh she wem. And I finally found a bit of space, got myself 3-in-1 of my Sheas again, Mushgallo, Marish, McCurry sauce, and they fucking found me. They were like, Shiva, and like, I don't want to leave you. I was like, girls, please let me eat my 3-in-1
I
piece.
know.
Oh my God, do you know what you said to us? You were like, this is the last group hug.
Yeah. And that was Raven show.
Raven show, yeah.
That's how extra of either. It's appreciated.
To be loved by your friends. What a misery for you. What a misery.
Although we had
so hard.
A full circle moment because Haitian Kneecap gig, obviously they buttered you up in all the right ways because we were trying to get out of an night around where Derek at the top of the stage, and Shiva turns around to me and goes, okay Louise, I'll never say this, I'd never usually say this to you, so take your chance. I need to hold somebody's hand to get out of here, so hold my hand.
We should really play with her. Like Slua fucking award.
Let her fall down.
Yeah, that was a safety measure, but anyway.
Yeah.
Listen,
Grow more, girls.
God, oh my God. Okay.
No, it's great.
All right, and Mas Malat Blasha dar show ag EP a Clushdal. We've put out some tiny little segments our Patreon and Shock and Chakata because the full show is not fit for public consumption.
No, sorry. A lot of secrets were spilled.
Were leaked.
Some of our own, some of other people's in the audience.
Some national secrets.
Some national secrets.
Like,
some people are not very happy.
Yeah, it's a security question.
Guys,
you know?
I don't have the mental capacity to be in the fear right now. So
No. So
Don't
look,
be.
it's paywalled. Tá your Patreon. Go on ahead over there. Mas Mílas Éiste Clash. Right, bugger right. Good Thaifead na Seachtaine.
Woo.
Okay, so Thaifead na Seachtaine seo ná how to build community, and is tóga kind of spreagtha ag an méid of your agus an sin there in model, you know, nor bhí mar ag Kneecap ví tú an own kind of on mohucán sin a bhrá own looks fecna own slua and bhí mohuig mé freshen go raibh phobal really large a Gaeilge egg on picnic in Mlína, you know, idir an láthar campála Gaeltachta an cá ordan greibh kill Gaeilge ag talk wehu and just like bula le Gael gach fucking Dara.
Second.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I think it was literally got Cúpla came. You're like, oh, Jesus, could have thought through, like, you know. So has to come kind of play yen of or dahi le communities, new le phobal, agus cá bhfuil sé a fihe cuaig, and Codgar Failin yen of le Carol in our bubble féin. So, these while I'm play yen of an vocal mehel, which is Shanna Uckle, Gaeilge, agus is tóga on me on brí a bhíogáin ná gimioch like everyone would just be pitching in together agus a carú lena cuid cósanna ó haibh cursí ferma and ó haibh cursí tógála de and that everyone would just have a common goal and be working together.
Yeah. Well, I think Visha Shin Labra ag an picnic, you're right. It's so true. Funnily enough, don't give Mel, you have to be careful where you're a Glareth. We were inside in the camper at this story. Aaron Sarin, this is really funny. Agus we Gaeilge all in the class, right? Derek and Acklin, and we were kind of engaged to being like
treating the Faoi as a camper.
Treating the Faoi, like literally. Will they on drama via Glareth where they were in a little pubble?
Pubble.
Derek and Acklin. Okay, so we were now in Gawker the Close. They were obviously Glareth and Nicola. Their pubble was a Ruskell. Okay, and anyway, on the chats go, they were just kind of catching up, like on the Herrera and me this, that, and the other. Anyway, August next thing anyway, George Cam did a Didi of Yan. Jeez bhí anna crack gom le Louise Cantal agus dúir ní lech an a réirigh mother, right? And Darren goes to me like, elbows me, Salaba, right? She's like, "Féin had to chat, she looked lost, okay?" And then they go and Doris takes Rod, they can tell us like, "Oh yeah, fool me, low, Vimerk Dowser." Next scanner, Darren, and let's take the gaw second. She the window open. She goes, "Well, who's out there talking about us?"
I know.
Jesus, is it just as well you've nothing bad to say?
I know.
Jesus.
No, I'm Gaeilge. No, bís go féinrá gur obviously cardde Seanna bhaill agus Josie a bhí out. No, bhfuil anna go Josie.
I don't think a lot about Josie.
Fucking character úntach. Anyway, so I was like, these two doing all little fuckers here, I'll call them out. I know, like, yeah.
She was like a little jack in the box, like.
I know, they got the fright there. Like, in fairness, I would say, like, could you imagine now being absolutely hungover to the height and then like the Negan Rush and like you'd be so bored.
I know, but
or Dorothy or Dagan.
Buíochas le dia Garoushi, Garever the Jarfka or do you know what's crazy with EP is? Sorry, I know we're going on about EP on a quid. Octo mila dinner an láthir sin.
I know.
And fós Torleans were the Casula
shin. I know, it's hilarious.
But Shin Aaron, come on.
Sharon, but no, in fairness, on virtue sound, I couldn't imagine them in Torjamach. Like,
no.
But what I was saying about it is like, Joe, isn't it kind of ground for Garev and Mage and Gaeilge? You know, because sometimes you think you can have a little bit of a hall pass, like a Stu Glar thing, Gaeilge.
I know.
Then the court, you're like, Errol will get away with it. Well,
never
not in this case, Sean.
I know, Sean. Of Rust the Room fame. You might know him from such shows like Rust the Room.
Yeah, but it's Anias, like, there's something on Anias.
I know, Vishay Anias.
Mel. Anyway,
no.
I suppose Kikili Shay, like, doesn't it? It takes one to know one. Annie and Kiro Gala. There's Rodhagen Town.
Is that what it means? Is it? Or does it mean so?
No, Michelle
Does it mean like
Mel is more like it's like like inish. I think it was in Stinia because you know like group of Ibra. It's Stinia talk like Ober Rodhagen Kayla, you know. But I think.
Josh, it's a great example. If our old pal now, Caleb on the tractor, right, was doing his silage, okay? And he'd be drawn in bales or something. And the next thing, that'd be it. Like, yeah, you'd have the contractors out and they'd come and do, or whatever. I mean, so Shanna, I'm sure, obviously wouldn't be contractors. And all the neighbours would be out being like, right, we'll draw in Shiva's bales today. We'll do Louise's tomorrow. And we want to get in before the rain. And everybody, you know, comes together and it's for the common good, you know. And it's a turn for one and a turn for the other.
Socialicus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There, absolutely. So that's in, like, you know, on Chiad law, so Shin, on Rud, and Brie, Vina, and Nahel.
Yeah. And now I think, well, like, obviously, like, Ní Horley and Shin, Salah Tony, and thanks capitalism. But, like, an issue, so it's the kind of mar, you know, mar groupie Ibra, you know, like, a dog and le Kayla, le Wint or le Spruck Egan of Wint Marcus, though, could record them a raw. Okay, so Siflin Fife Kuig. Mas tú go bhfuilmuid fad nasca le phobal. A bhfuil na deisna céine ann. Nu bhfuil daoine níos díorathe orthú féin.
Sin ceis really má. I think go bhfuil daoine a bhad níos díorathe orthu féin trí chéile. Abraham si go fóil go bhfuil nasc an láidir gom le mo phobal ach beidir, you know, ní sé cho like chuma sé ar scoil ní go háúil chuma trasig ní Thaifead an chahar chuma ag Gaeilge scoilna, so ní me se really nasca leis an bubble timp ar clún tairih.
Like áúil. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But féin anna nasca leis an bubble a gúlé, tá mar chud is na cistí áúil le hí san son, agus braham sin go láidir nar haim sí san, agus like public ceol tradiisiúnta are like just more crab and like, you know, nar hantu in norman na hamlation nar tá tú dul tríd where they can really ulk. You know, tugging the phobal stachtugs, tugging she'd airdish and being she'd read idir og agus éiste, you know, ta you know,
Judgment Town, like,
yeah, really braham shin galáidir.
It's like they'll have your back regardless.
Yeah, totally. You're one of their own. This
is something I say, Dominic, and I think it's funny. I think it's a real, like you were saying about the silage and the Fermiori.
Yeah.
Both my mom and dad grew up in families of 10 in North Kerry, and it was always, there was an phobal shin in small villages and communities. Like there's things like the GA, the Common Lucas Gael, the Mochra na Ferma lads, Rodolfo, or a few actually in Leash, Ní Raibh Siobhan, but shout out Aaron down of the Timoho men's choir.
Sorry, we come fucking out the Gurhu. And I think you're Grbid an tain kind of group of áúil a bhí Aaron Brevoord on. Yeah.
Well, Damien, who runs the choir, made a nice little speech there on Dash Bontas, and he was like, we're from a village 5 minutes down the road from here. You know, we're not great singers, we're not great performers, but what we love to do is sit in a high stool on a Monday night
and sing a few songs and chat together, and like how important that is for mental health agus gacrod.
Yeah.
Agus just an áit, like agus, you know, if you shani as like from the parish priest to the local whatever the firm you are, they're all, it was just a cúis éigean le tax le chéile. So I think you know, that's just go tábhacht. It's a bit, you know, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what was cute about that? Declan insisted go raibh siad chuige sin, and I have gone to see them twice already in the last year. Only I don't know any of them, but only because Declan's so tamanha that we would like support them because they're part of his little phobal. And you know, I think that's what phobal is all about. Like, you know, sure, what business would I have going to see this? And like only for he was so we should be supporting these, then you're like, okay, we'll go on and support them. Do you know, I think that's really good.
Absolutely. Could make raibh I know the Rago raibh an sagart sa grúpa sin, and like be chorhaid the Negan like from the altar to the main stage, you know.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
No,
It was sorry on fog round Roshan was because I was thinking of Macra for Agus V. It was hilarious, so Irish. Like at the end of their performance, right now we have a special guest that's gonna talk to Macra such. And at the time, Lewis Capaldi had been spotted around the piece, and people were like, "Who's it gonna be?" Agus Jin Han the Gamach, the Rosa Tree.
Oh
but
yes,
she's a leash girl.
Yeah.
I actually interviewed her, Hannah.
Did you, Caitlin Cummins? She's only fed donor with it, but anyway, do you know what I thought was so lovely? She came out. She didn't. There was no aglav, no ain rhythm or shin. She went and did an owl jive with one of the men in the choir, and she's out there in Stalcha jiving, and I was like, "It's Queen Lum a geishtach sheer leis an aglavi," and she with Dahi for the Rose of Tree, and she was all about Macra na Firma, jiving, that being on phobal a bhí and she didn't go to college. She was like, but you know, to me the Macra are where everyone kind of meets their partners, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I think all of they are your people.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like you'll find your dinner, your people.
Yeah, it's kind of the year of the leash rose, one way or another.
Second is
there you go.
Leash.
Well, Massive, Kerry na buntáistí a hagann sa pobal a bheith agat.
Honestly, it's your people.
Yeah.
It's having people. And like, you know, we were saying, we'll say Araha le cúpla bliain. I think things have changed loads generationally. But you know, there's something to be said. The man sa shield is shite, right? In lots of ways. But actually, Taring sé daoine le chéile and Amanti. There was like a group I was watching on Instagram, a bhí ag Today FM, right, at the Town Garden, that were only pals, Marialla's age story Today FM, and they had won tickets and met up le chéile to like have a little, to be a little group at that Town Garden. And you know what? Isn't it kind of nice?
That's really cute.
Give me in Desha Gadini, I suppose. Ian's, I don't know.
And
I'm sure, you know, so I think if you, maybe some of us are scared to find, or like society thinks you're meant to be in certain groups and bubbles, but actually you need to find the ones that work for you.
I think we'll say Dakar the Gwini talk to our phobal if Cuig mar knock will say to know Dini, I think the Lamach agus for the near hail co-minic shin, but obviously like on buntash just mo dumsa ekam bubble na like on co-hishkent agus an cova a tag Dini a Higgins tusa agus do Hyanga agus do Cahavimshra agus do fashion agus do Cree, you know. But I do think we'll kind of moilu heishiva out o have the mock few like muck horsin. Neil at our walk on my corsin it, you know, and like I don't even know if I'd want it, you know. But I don't think that it's encouraged really a hilla. And I think we'll should really delasa egg the powers that be, you know, like this kind of rise of individualism and you know, the more connected we are, the more organized we are, the more we could do to change society. But, you know, the more we stay indoors and stay on our phone and just kind of keep to ourselves, the less chance there are of us uprising, you know. And we called for it before, we'll call for it again. Let's overthrow the government, guys. You know. So, but and tell me kind of idir gach chorla, because ain't team not taking name Kena go will boss niece mo and it Erin man ho shields the gwini talked dini co-inton low harsalia foot fod na crinna. But I do think we'll rodeg into Nasnov is sale on a dini slot how a new out.
Definitely, I think there is, and it's all the decline of the rural pub. That's a big issue. Totally. You know, people aren't going to mass, and look, whether you were going to mass on a Sunday morning, I remember growing up, mass would be, they'd be mass and then everyone would go for a pint in the local pub after.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like a man lay. And like, you know, there were definitely people who weren't going to mass to be praying, but to be just social and to have that outlet, you know. So what is it in communities like the Common Nucleus Gaeilge Ulvor? I see it in Limerick, like what it's done over the years, like the success of the Limerick hurling. Jesus, it's transformed communities and parishes and underage groups and anything that gives you a bit of an interest outside of your that you can feel that you're part of, you know, something social. It's so important.
And do you know what else it is? It's really important to like have friends from loads of different age groups. Like in our like that's in my kind of community, which is traditional music community, really. I'm mates with like people who are friends of my parents, people who were friends of my grandparents, you know, friends with people who are way younger than me, and to know, you know, what are the kind of life experiences of people in loads of different age groups in Ireland, you know, what are the things that are affecting them, you know, our experience of moving through Ireland as 30, you know, young 30-year-olds is very different to someone in their early 60s, very different to someone in their early 20s. You know, so I think we'll just really, really talk to get to know a wide range of people. Even as women, I think women's like you know, you go through having babies, then like menopause, then becoming a grand, you know, it's just really important to have conversations with people like that and to feel that, especially when you're going through a shy time, you know, and that people who are older than you know, can say to you like God, I went through like something that years ago, and I get a lot of support. I feel like that. Also being friends with people of the opposite sex, I have so many really, really good friends who are men, who are some of them the same age as me, some of them like way older than me. I think that's really really important.
Yeah. So agus, you know, as well, for Laura, I think Héis COVID agus duine gobar remotely, it must be co-dachar if your working life is you're remote Monday to Friday, Neil to Amal in group and no Rod Socialta, you know, what is your outlet? Is it just you, like it's tough going?
Absolutely. We're most in Oku, and like, you know, you said, oh, maybe when I start work, that's when I'll find my community or I'll find my tribe. And to go up and thought to see Sawalia go brown Malia in a desk in the corner done law. You know, that's just really dachar. Sorry, I'm not calling for the return to offices, but you know, Tashay Dakar. And I think mar hockey tá éannig sock insular anish, you know. So being Dakar kind of British soccer groupie that are like already formed, and just I'd say go to Dúchlanach, but really it's small man point to and shin for you know Ishana being extra like Leochaileacht mo grifor count the gleck na phone is far viagam na far a visa go leis tá sé imhe skur and Kirsche Gleckerm, and I've never had a more I don't know, just it was so sympathetic, and I'll like ndiaidh in Gleck phone shin a riamh, you know,
life
and
experience,
totally, and like yes, dibbering my leis, but really bhfuil my leis Marielle gur Gaeilge don vertigoin, you know, and like phobal na Gaeilge is on áit go bhóithíimse is Sábháilte, but like it's so ecca, like I feel so seen. Is that really online term? Phobal na Gaeilge, you know, just taking sheet me. And it's great. Tá mé có buíochas.
Yeah, and it's a really special thing actually, and I think this is something we often say. I'm going rash to the Imáin to reach, but it's funny, like if you sometimes people outside of that bubble will never get it, and you could be trying to explain something to someone and you're like, unless you're in it you don't get it, and like it's so important sometimes to have people who get it, and it's you're like, get what?
No,
that feeling agus taking sheet,
absolutely,
you know, so that you could be like, oh my god, for example, I could complain about something, say to Cian in a wag zella, that I might say to you and you'd be like, oh for fuck's sake Louise, get over it.
We'd be like shut up Louise, and you'd be like, no, that's just off.
And I'm sure there's soundly the shin and ngach ila phobal goma, but shin tavach, it's like someone, you're right, who sees you, who gets you, and who empathizes with you.
But Akahora like dun Gaeilge Akahora, like obviously tá muid co-passion to faoi, you know, it's like quid lornach dar sale and like tá anna quid tormi anolacha and wihin shin faoin Gaeilge, so it is like on co-hishkin shin, you know, and be like finally not then will like a coffee a new Sarantanga new it didn't have biogus feud in Tonga. Do you know what I mean? Like it's co-half the Goldini Casula shin that just see you.
Absolutely.
The Rodeg into Horla Twitter her on Dara Shockna Cur Colleen Fish on an ear basically Vichy a taxi a Glairtan a Cara Osquelga August Costan Money taxi heart and Dorche basically Vichy raw that it was really rude Gracious Glairtan Osquelga and he felt that they were talking about them, and Bhí Thaifead bhí sé seo tafta ag an Gailín agus Kirsche near to Twitter now it unfortunately fell on the wrong side of Twitter because ba'as tier ella done our show, which wasn't the point of the fish on whatsoever, so far righters jumped on it and said, oh, this is my iron and blah blah but is rud sin a cluster gomininic, you know, like that Gaeilge is only used as a secret language to be used in covert instances, or you must be being rude, you're rude by speaking your native tongue, you know, and sin rud a hagam would susa goina like on a vinnic.
I think that really is just a projection though of that person's insecurity about maybe
I don't think it's insecurity though, I think it's, I don't want to say ignorance,
or lack of education, kind of, but like shaghas they're in le duine a bhí Anna Travis a Queenlat Iad Hina in the remember in Bansham
No what?
We were all in a scene like a little snug. Do you remember?
No, go on.
We sat a Naca le birth.
Yeah.
Agus we chatted going low. No.
Sorry, this woman. Of
And
course.
so I really tried to be good at her. This was just a ban.
Yeah, she was an owl Westbury owl fucking
Right,
wagon.
And just she didn't even try to get on board with like on fog grammar, Glasgow good on fog grammar and fog grammar podcast going. It was from the get go.
Yeah.
Garage up, Gaeilge, I can't get involved.
And the
in
one
this.
she was talking to was actually her brother, who and we were like, so do you not believe in the United Ireland? She's like, no, I couldn't be arsed with any of that shit. And even the brother was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And we were like,
I didn't know any
what
of
are your
this.
thoughts
Yeah.
on Gaeilge? And she was like, oh.
I mean, just like,
No.
would you just be
Yeah.
easier to say that you don't feel connected to your culture, your heritage, and you hate your cultural identity? I mean, that would be much quicker to
Well,
just
that's
get to the point.
essentially what she
Well,
did
that's
say.
exactly.
But it was really, in fairness to Darren, you're great. You just zoned her out and were like, it's coming on, can't be dealing with this. I was like trying to plumb
Yeah,
it,
I
like
just wouldn't even
surely
try and
she's
argue with
not,
someone like that. I would
surely
just get
this
out of
isn't the
gap.
way she feels.
Yeah.
But she was so travasa.
I know, but you're better off just being like,
Yeah.
see ya,
Totally.
bye.
I know, because it's not our job to educate them or to change their minds. Because also, what does it gain for us to do that either?
Yeah.
You know, it's what energy are we
Yeah.
spending on that?
100%, it's just going to ruin your night. There's going to be cunts like that everywhere, you know.
Oh God, I know, but really, Gwyneth I'd be the
I
same.
know.
I'd want to
Oh
like
my God.
dive in.
Could they unroll this Farley Jane of like, if
I'd be like, John, I respect, this is a democracy, respect your opinion, see ya,
On you
bye.
go.
On
Yeah,
you
but
go.
I,
Why would
like
you
I
bother?
don't like I don't know. I like Thaifead with Gus and Ella that like people start like if you're talking about our n-eispéireas leis an Gaeilge, there no we all have a very unique beidir n-eispéireas leis an Gaeilge gus hoguk sin le Gaeilge sahaile agus nuair luas tú le den agent agus nuair hosin siad rá like oh well mohahi leis an Gaeilge. I kind of feel like going like with all due respect that's your experience and it
Yeah,
has nothing to do
I know.
with how I live my life
100%. Oh,
or
listen,
the very vibrant Gaeltacht communities that are living their lives through Gaeilge law.
yeah.
if I look every single day, I have to have this conversation at least once a day. Oh, I would have liked to have been really good at Irish, just how it's taught. Like cue, my eyes rolling back in my head
Yeah.
so far. Like I don't care.
Totally.
I'm sorry, I don't care.
And like while that absolutely can be valid and like that can be discussed with your fucking TD,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with us.
I know. Listen, when I'm doing maths, I use the calculator on my phone. Okay.
Or when she's
Right.
spelling words in English,
Just
sorry.
fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You two rotted in a
Yeah.
electric do. What was it? We carried.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God,
Oh,
Peter
cute.
Scale.
No, but sorry, no,
I'm
sorry.
actually-
I have to call her out because you
Why?
actually spelt it incorrectly in the second video as well.
I did. I know. I said here.
Annie Ravane
hair-
qualified to Gaeilge Cúpla loss. Oh, man.
yeah.
I said about,
She was all right.
Yeah.
She was all right.
I know. No, that would actually would get. That was.
No,
absolutely-
Darren's a very literary person that would kill
Yeah,
him.
no,
Take
it
him
did.
to it, take him to it.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
just, it's
I was
true
in the
enough,
horrors
will
all
the
day.
very
but by
Lenny's
the-
far, you know.
I know, but I was in the horrors all day. But by the time I noticed, like a couple of thousand people see that, I was like, oh, I'm just not gonna like delete this and re-upload. Anyway.
I just died at the correction being wrong. Come on. I was like, I love
Yeah,
this.
I know,
I love this.
I know.
Anyway,
It's,
look, you're grand. It's okay. Darren. Fall Railish and fear. Tá tú más cóir an seo. All right.
Guys, it's massive mar phobal, you know.
Yeah,
Listen,
Sinead.
it was the way the English was taught.
You know, yeah.
Spellings were taught.
I had a
all
terrible
wrong.
teacher. I had a
All
terrible
wrong.
teacher.
But I actually tell you, this is real, okay? I used to be so bad at my spelling tests, okay? And I used to always get in trouble because I wouldn't do well in my spelling tests. So we used to do, do you remember we used to do a spelling test on a Friday morning?
Yeah.
So what I used to do is I'd do my little spelling test, okay? No, and then I'd slip the old coplar into the Mala Sculla and the teacher would never pick it up and correct it. And then next Friday I'd take it out again and do it again. Just be like, nah, I'm not it
What
just
do you
made me
mean?
feel bad. My spelling was n-eispéireas.
I mean, how did you hide it from her?
So I would just put it in my
Scratch yourself
school, in my Mala Sculla, and then next Friday I'd just take it out of my Mala Sculla and whatever.
I'm dead at Darren like
Yeah.
setting out boundaries and a moon to a wrong a hain.
Yeah.
This makes me
Yeah.
feel bad,
Oh my
so
God.
I'm
And
emotionally
Albert,
disattaching myself.
Oh my God, weren't
Totally.
you a little cliché
Yeah.
one though to be able to
Well,
kind of spot it?
there you go. And I know I obviously like was aware at that age that this is making me feel really bad about myself that
Yeah.
I'm so bad at spelling, and like the result being that I'm now
Oh.
a qualified doctor of literature and still can't spell.
But
But
there
look,
you go, you don't
know
need to be.
that was on me
That was
because
on you.
I made that decision as a conscious 7-year-old, not on probably anyway. Look.
Anyway.
I like the spellings were probably like table.
Yeah,
Door.
no, absolutely.
Like, what are you spelling in first class? Like
Yeah.
Q.
I know.
You should have stuck around for that one. You got that one corrected, Darren.
Or she knows now. Like a chocolate dough.
Sorry, shouldn't fuck own scale Instagram for owners.
Anyway, that'll haunt me forever.
It would happen to whenever
Forever
you
and
ever
a
send a
day.
text or something, and you want to say like, I don't know, no or something, but you or now and you write like KNOW or what they can do like.
I know.
It's
no,
just thoroughly
it's the
into it, thoroughly
horrors.
into it.
Anyway.
I actually have a weird dyslexia thing with O or right. If I'm writing Darren or Shiva, when I write it, sometimes my or comes out as an F. And I'm like, no, I swear to God.
But
Right,
it's like you
if I'm
scríomh the law.
yeah.
Okay.
And then I might like go sheer where they can, I'd have written like, Dear enough Shiva. Agus before them like orach around in oit an F. Anyway.
Are you really self-conscious about this?
So self-conscious about it.
No, bhí mis so ige dúirta ag lom like nervous like Kurt text and stock and Colony being like, oh, let's meet up ag an seo. I would always say 2 o'clock. And one girl said to me, a really bright girl, she's like, you know, you say 2 o'clock instead of 2 o'clock. And ag an I was kind of like, oh my God, like, have I been getting this wrong? But obviously it's Mariella and Gaeilge and Aaron's do 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Oh,
yeah. And I was so, I'd honestly like
2 o'clock, sure, Limerick.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
Like I can now, I remember being like really self-conscious about it, being like, oh my gosh, she just called me out for like a major faux pas, but it's just gas around your sheer and totally honest on Gaeilge like.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, while we're speaking about being called out on Iad, I was called out by a girl from Limerick for having a posh voice. She was like, you can't go around saying you're from Limerick.
Yeah,
talking like that.
Now, by the way, can I just say, we sat on the bench at like 5 a.m. and we got I don't know, caught talking to this big gang. No, sorry, they were lovely. They were lovely. Sorry, caught is the wrong word.
We sat on the bench because Jerry needed to recalibrate.
Yeah, I
did a few spellings on the bench, and we were sitting down, and I said,
"Just going through one it through," you know.
And like it happens, right? I swear to God, they're like flies to the moths to the flame. These 3 Limerick people landed over, and I was like, "Where are you from?" They were like, "Limerick." So sure, of course, we were like, "See, she is the cordial."
And one of them gave me a lollipop. Actually, very nice.
One of them gave us a lollipop. Well,
sorry, cough was the wrong word to use there.
No,
it was just,
they were n-eispéireas. They said we invited them.
No,
so
we did. Yeah,
we landed them on us. They sat down and she said, "Oh yeah, Anna Gomer of course she actually Gaeilge all and she
yeah, actually dote about
Gaeilge, that's Gaeilge." And she was like, "Jesus Louise, though you can't be saying you're from Limerick and talking like that."
I know.
You're
she's
very
dead right
posh.
too. She's
so
dead right.
Are you reversing?
I'm going full. Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Well, as the conversation was going on now, by the way, this is talking to the woman who drank 16 cans at the live show, and we're hours later around the night, right?
I did not.
And I could hear Louise like in my semi-conscious state, you know, I could hear Louise like getting more and more Limerick as the hour was going on, and she was trying out love, I'll be there. I was like, okay, even I knew there was something up here. I was like, right, we need to go home.
We're talking about like I wanted to be in that bubble. I was like,
yes.
Let me back in. See, sometimes when you're told you can't be in the bubble, you're like, love.
That means you've a musical. That means you've a musical ear. Come on, Louise.
Well, it's not. If she's musical ear, it's not translating.
Make it stand up for me. Make it come will too.
I would never survive this.
But yeah, listen.
Okay. Book on a ride. Tá mé just a gurí shout out beag and of the ócad atá thorlin níos déine sa bhí seo. So mar leirn sin faoi phobal na Gaeilge agus na dacrochtaí na dúchláán a bhíonn fríomh phobal na Gaeilge. And I'll just give you a cúpla sampla though. So go bhfuil líon daoine na Gaeilge mar chéit an den déanaar umlán ó yas hééis tuairis titim ó dahad fan géid if it haindeg go truck a shocht fan géid if it do. Nach bhfuil ach it's níos lú ná aon fan géid a chahans an rialtas. Sa bhfuil séad umlán, sa bhfuil séad náisiúnta ar an Gaeilge I gahabh na blina, okay? Níos lú ná aon fan géid. And freisin dúirt an rialtas go nennig siad go mbeadh siad ag ibrú idro líon daltaí sna Gaeilge scoile cur in irde and tá sé sin hééis titim 3 fan géid, okay? And sin ó yas and dar nó tá neart dúchláán acu ó huí comá tá seaca fan géid de Gaeilge scoile I bhurgan of Shalladucha tá cosc ar cóiríoch gáthanga in anachcuid in na spás na rointe. Mas chuid an ruí seo má ghuilann siad deirt cosúil go ghuilann siad tá lá á nagrú ar an 5th lá bhí man for on the 20th of September there is a big march happening in Mallorca to demand change don Gaeilge ó huí agus ó yas ó na rialtas. So if you're one of these people that Mata Gaeilge leis an Bódcraile seo, you're part of the phobal, you're part of the Irish language community, show up and be pórteach and target cearta ar an 5th lá to be bhd for.
Come on,
there we go. Okay, glúis na seachtainna.
Okay, well, phobal obviously being the uncountess, like simply colúder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, féinúlacht. Okay, tarman.
Anias.
So féinúlacht obviously being identity, colúder being
company.
Yeah. Tarman is like a refuge. Muinteris is like, you know, oh God, Kim.
Your people.
Yeah, it's like familiar or like familiarity idir you know, agus takeíocht is support.
I want to say phobal, yes, but luamar phobal ella sa fud creile seo comá. So you've phobal, which is community, but also a phobal, which is a tent.
Yeah.
Mahu.
Egg and bheith ceol.
Mahu.
So
You want to be in the pubble with your pubble.
absolutely.
Best
No.
results.
No.
And will we do the our sky Gaeilge mar in the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yes, lovely Shannockle to wrap it up. Get it tattooed, yeah.
Yeah. Lumer mehel nísu comá and
Yes.
individualicus.
Oh, Anava.
That's cow new, I'm sure now, isn't it?
Anna bha. There's a post ballot.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, yups agus yucks. Let's go for a yup.
Yup, I'm going to nominate Darren's Tashbont as Yenshi, Egatriachlog Madden and Spike Island, suited and booted, and Mother of God, do you know those hips can swing? I tell you what, there were dance moves I'd never seen. There was foot tapping and legs. It was Anava.
And me and my 20 jumpers on my hatta and all the rest of it. And
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
obviously it was unplanned. I wasn't planning on getting up there, but anyway, I was just
It was a massive yup because on Art Glare, like just stop Gachena, and honestly, it was actually Anava.
Oh,
Now I tell you, the pubble that was in that pubble, we're having a great time.
Agus sin le hispíní na haireann and
She's been a heron, yeah, and her little mosh pitters. We were in the front row, like Misha, they were in August Declan.
Oh my god. Ní féile go dtí go bhfuil there an héis cada.
there you
You
go.
know?
Not my
Put it on
clock
a-
anyway.
And then
Tote
yuck.
bag.
Yeah. What?
Put it on a tote
Put it on a
bag.
tote bag.
Did you have a little handbag or the Gulen agus through an Earth on
Do
actually?
you know what? I did, yeah.
Did you?
I did. My handbag was doing Trojans work because I had all my Gansies and everything. Girl, you would have been so impressed. I wasn't leaving the tent without at least 4 jumpers with me because we share really 4, but I was well wrapped up. Those are knits.
Sorry.
You know,
And
they're
another thing
on
was
the job doing.
so both of us were wearing shiny jackets and furry hats, kind of the Dershach in our
Yeah.
The amount of times we got mixed up for each other, and people
Yeah.
were like, Louise to Darren or Darren to me. It was
Really?
actually, yes.
Thorny sin can be on minute.
I know.
I was
do you
up
know?
in-
Tell you, one of you has to go ginger.
There was we were literally going through the crowds and people would be like Louise, be in front of me, and then they'd stop me. Louise, I'll see you at the Caidreamh later on. And I was like, no, Louise.
Oh my
Swear
god.
to God, yeah, it was gas. Yacht tapa lads on price of your Gach Ilerod electric picnic. Fuck's sake, what's going on, Ireland? Fi sé wad rochas.
Yeah.
We bought a few drinks in White Claw, Canada.
Yeah.
What did we pay for? 4 cans?
So we were going for 4. So we were getting 4 cans, 2
Yeah.
each. Okay,
Yeah.
30 quid, and a box of 4 was €12 in Londis when I left. Now which is in
That's a markup.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Guys, aforementioned 3-in-1. The aforementioned 3-in-1 egg and bheile, €6 deg.
Like,
Rish, scalloga, and a bit of curry sauce. And I had to ask for more curry
ridiculous.
sauce. Okay, tá bhí reshuffle mar for
oh God, Shiva.
sake.
She's recoiling inside. Yeah.
Yeah, foreign phone boss, I'm sure. I'm sure. But shit on episode Weekas more to you.
Yeah.
But actually hashtag con creek.
It's amazing.
Ná Déanaimid go bhfuil muid ar fís an umlán ar Spotify agus ar YouTube. Go bhfuil muid ar Patreon. Massive shit made.
Yes.
Oh, and what?
Getting jealous.
I just
Go on,
laughed
get in
again.
here. Get in here.
No, I'm not. I'm not allowed. I don't have it in me today. Go on, Lanner. Land the plane.
Well, actually, an tainor delegar has marrá. Go on, get in here. An tainor delegar has marrá ná míle buchas a gael a gachtain a hánig ag our show. We were floored ag an maid dinne a hánig.
Sorry, are you doing my little oral here now? This is Liam Ogan.
Oh yeah, Liam Og did a lovely orad between maid dinne a VH talking to Echo like EP and Louise basically had said it word for
Shiva
word.
turned around to me and goes, that was you yesterday. I was like, lol, what a loser.
No, but
crowds.
yeah, totally. No, but honestly, Vimer,
Anna
Vimer Anna Bhí an át plódathe and Bhí sibh deadly and yeah, Vimer delighted in pain.
It was the QQ. The QUE was...
The QUE was out the fucking door of the pub.
Okay,
It was,
guys,
and around the
now-
corner.
now, right, we'll wrap this up now.
Okay.
Q&A.
Okay, míle buchas discover Ireland as muoinú Ianna Byrne agus feicm sibh an Stockton Hogan.
Slán!